Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, my name is Aniko. I'm a hobby creator of woolly sculptures. So on this rainy Sunday, I'm going to show you how to create a raven bird's armature. I do use armature for smaller sculptures, for example, horse, dogs, but if it's too small, I not intend to use any armature. It's my baby heir, and it needed definitely needed an armature. Let me show you another item I created recently, handsome chap. For example, for this one, I didn't use any armature. So without further ado, let's get going. I have one 30-inch 14 gauge wire, and I have two 28-inch 12 gauge wire. So I started with a 14 gauge wire, fold it in half, 14 gauge 30-inch in length, fold it in half, find in the middle. Could be pointy, as it's going to be the top of the beak, and then you fold it 1.5 inch, as you can see from one of the, you twist it, so you're creating a loop, and then twist it until the measurement is 6 inch from the top to the bottom of the twist. So carry on twisting, as you can see, like that. That's going to be the neck, basically. Let me have a look. Yeah, a bit more. There. Yeah, one more time. And that's going to be the neck. So this is it. So this is going to be the head, the beak, and this is the neck. So I'll keep it there. So now we're going to use the 28-inch 12 gauge wire, two of them. Fold it in half, so you're try to find the middle. There you go. And this is going to define the actual armature, as you will see. So as I find the middle, I'm gonna place them here and then hold them together with the 14 gauge, which is sticking out here, and then the two 12 gauge on this side and the same on the other side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hold one of the 12 gauge together with the 14 gauge, the shorter one, and then I started to twist them inwards together with the remaining 14 gauge. Oh, sorry, 12 gauge. As you can see, it's creating that shoulder. There you go. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Yeah, I just twist them together about 2 inch on both sides. The shorter wire, which is the 14 gauge, I'm going to twist them together. First I will hold them together and make sure it's going to be like 3 inch from the neck. So it's about here. And I'm going to twist them together. There you go. Have to make sure there's a distance in between the two. I'm going to focus on to create this shape. So as you can see, we got this two wire, the 12 gauge wire. So I have to measure 2 inch there and then fold it backwards. I fold it backwards. Let me measure it again. Yeah, the 2 inch. I do the exact same on the other side. So that's supposed to be 2 inch. I have to measure 2.5 inch from the spine 2.5 inch, which is about there. Let me measure it again. Yeah, 2.5 inch. And then, as you can see, it's created that sort of square shape. So when it's done, I'm going to twist these two together. So the gap is in about 2 inch. And then I'm gonna twist this together until I'm gonna get about 5 inch. The major part of the armature has been created. Now we have to work on the clothes. So the length of this 22 gauge wire, I left it for 60 centimeters just in case. Obviously it can be cutted. It's better to have more than less. So start from this side of the tie and then you're going downwards. So all the way down the leg to the foot, to the clothes. And as soon as you reach the bottom, what we're going to do, we're going to have one loop, and then here we're going to fold this back, so about the same length as this, but I measure, I say 1.5 inch would do. And the other side, so fold it to the other side also, fold it over again, so you're going to create a double, and it's again 1.5 inch. And then the remaining ones, I'm going to fold it under there, twist it at the back. So now we're going to work on these little bits sticking out using quite short, doesn't need to be too long. It's about, let me tell you, 11 inch. So let me show you how. Fold it in half, place it there, and then I'm going to start to go to the front. There you go. That's it. When you get to the end, you going to fold it like that, and then there's a little bit remain of wire. I'm going to fold it back, so as you can see, we created this little bit of, it's part of the cloth. So there you go. That's gonna be a bit longer, so we're gonna carry on and do the same on the other side. There you go. Here I've got a little bit more left to play with, but not too much, maybe an inch or so. And then there you go. And you're going to do exactly the same for the rest of the clothes. We're almost done. There is one more thing we need to do, is we use the same thin wire, 22 gauge. The length for this, I will say maybe again 60 centimeter, 60-70 centimeter. It's better to have more than less. So what we're going to do, we're going to create an extended loop here for the beak, and then we're going to come through the neck, across the spine to the tail. completed a Raven Birds armature. If it was your first armature and you completed, congratulations. So don't forget, try and error is always a good teacher. So this is it for today. I hope you learned something new. So on that note, have a lovely day and see you next time.